And welcome back to Destroy Target Permanent YouTube and GoblinTraders.net. This is a pretty easy Luminous Broodmoth. So, okay, the only white card here is the Serval. We got Charged with Forever Beast. We do have Cavern Whisperer, which is pretty good. We also have Necropanther. Let's try out Necropanther. Okay, so now we have Farfinder. We also have a couple of the cycling cards. We have Unbreakable Bond, which is also really good. Let's go ahead. Let's grab the Tactician. Okay. Not really a whole lot for us here. There's a Helica Glider, which is okay. There's also Reptilian Reflection, which is pretty good. Let's see. I think we'll take the Reflection. Let's see. Now we have Lurking Deadeye. Keensight Mentor is okay. Rumbling Rockslide. Shredded Sails. Let's see. I think we'll take the Rockslide. Okay, we'll take the Vantasaur. Stinger. Marmoset. Okay, it looks like we're backdooring into the cycling deck. So we'll take this Memory Leak. I'm looking forward to trying out the Broodmoth. I haven't had a chance to really mess with that card yet, so that's kind of cool. Necropanther, probably keep this in the deck. You know, it lets us return the Broodmoth, Vantasaur, you know, things like, or not Vantasaur or Broodmoth, man, okay. The Tactician, the Marmoset, Stinger. Okay, no Cyclers here. So I think we'll take the Scorpion. Take the Scoured Barrens. I've found a lot whenever I end up in the cycling deck, I do seem to tilt towards Mardu, not just red-white. Take the Breaking Claws. Prefer 1-mana cyclers, but you know this will do in a pinch. Right now, I don't think we're playing the Scorpion. Is this? No. Okay, we'll take Shredded Sails. Again, 2-mana cycler, which is fine. I don't think we're going to play the Raptor. Let's get the Swing Seat a little bit better. So now at this point, we definitely want to prioritize 1-mana cyclers and some of the more, you know, the greater payoffs if we can come across those. So like Stinger, the Venturer. Let's see what we got. Okay. Here's a Go for Blood. There's a Yadaro, though. Windscarred Crag, Sanctuary Lockdown. We do have a fair amount of humans. I actually think we're going to take the Go for Blood. Just trying to prioritize the single mana cyclers. Okay, there's a second Necropanther. It's a Cathartic Reunion. Helica Glider. Also Cavern Whisperer, which I don't mind. We'll take the Cathartic Reunion. Okay. Rooting Moloch is actually kind of where I'm leading. That's even over this Memory Leak. Nah, I think we just take the memory leak. Looks like white has kind of dried up a fair bit. So hopefully we can come across, something like that. Yeah, I think this is an easy healer. Passing up on a second Marmoset, there's a Blood Curdle, also the Void Beckoner. I do hope to get a second Marmoset, but we'll see. Maybe another Tactician. Really want a Zenith Flare, but I imagine that's unlikely to wheel. Okay, another Tactician. There we go. Let's see. And another Stinger. So, how many cyclers do we actually have? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I want to get another Stinger. I really want to try to get more of the 1 mana cycler cards, but I like having a couple Stingers if I can get a hold of them. So, we'll take another healer. There's also a single mana cycling card, so that's nice too. Don't have a whole lot of creatures to mutate the Necropanther onto. But I think the number that we do have is going to be okay. So now it's kind of Go for Blood or Frostbite Ambush. We'll just take the Go for Blood just because we may actually cast this card. Okay, now I'm leaning towards Divine Arrow. Sanctuary Lockdown is an interesting one too. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only have 6 humans. Yeah, we'll go with Divine Arrow. Guess we'll take a Glider. We might play that. Get the boar out. Okay, we'll take a Bloodfell Caves. Vulpikeet. 2 mana cycler, not thrilling. Really not like to get a Zenith Flare. Okay, so here, Labyrinth Raptor. Unfortunately, we don't have anything with Menace. So this is probably going to be another Stinger. Pacifism, I guess. Not too bad. I would definitely like to, like I said, get a hold of a Zenith Flare. It's an Inspired Ultimatum. Okay, so let's take the Lava Serpent. Okay, Fiery Prophecy. Ended up with way more removal than I would have guessed. Okay, here's a Marmoset. I like that. Okay. Nothing. Well, there is a coordinated charge, but we don't really have the ability to go wide because we didn't get a Venturer. And we'll take the charge anyway. It cycles. That's kind of the default when you're in this archetype. It's just, oh, it's like, oh, wow. Okay, this is an easy Zenith Flare. That's fantastic. Wow, that is a late Zenith Flare. Man. So I guess nobody in this direction is in the cycling deck. Yeah, our deck's power level definitely just jumped with that Zenith Flare. So that's nice. I like the Cathartic Reunion in these decks simply because even with all the cycling, you do end up in a spot where you kind of have like a lot of lands. Nothing I'm really excited about here. We'll take the, well, I don't know if we're going to play the Greater Sandworm, but it is a cycler, so would rather have cycling 1, but cycling 2's serviceable. Don't have a lot of creatures with trample. We'll take the perimeter sergeant. Sorry. Do have a fair amount of 3s. A lot of them cycle, so it's whatever. I think we're in a good spot. Okay. Well, get the Honey Mammoth out of there. We're not going to play any of the other cards anyway. That's a consideration. Get the Fumes. Don't think we're going to play the Fangs, but okay. So, what are we looking at here? Well, we're definitely not playing those. I don't think we're going to play a Swamp either. Like, if we have the ability to cast the Necropanther, we'll just use these 2 sources here. This is 12. So how many cyclers do we actually have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are a lot of 2-mana cyclers, though, so that's kind of the problem. Let's cut the Jubilant Skybonder. So I definitely don't think that's something that we realistically want to play. This is the same as this, as far as our deck's concerned. Okay. Let's see. Definitely want to keep Vulpikeet and, what removal we do have access to. So maybe we cut the Helica Glider. Definitely want to add in another land. So let's go ahead and do that. So that way I'm not kind of off in my estimates here. I think it's going to be... yeah, it'll be a Plains. Okay, so we still need to cut 4 cards. So we have 11, 12, 13. So as far as creatures go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll count that one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And right now, Necropanther gets back pretty much all of our creatures, save for 4 of them. Maybe we cut Fumes, Hampering Snare. And cut the Sergeant. Maybe we cut the Rumbling Rock Slide. So that still leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 cycling cards. And let's see how it goes. Game 1. Playing against Newkirk. Not Old Kirk. Newkirk. This might be a keep, but I'm going to mulligan. Immediately punished. Yeah, we'll keep this. I think we'll put the Necropanther back. Yeah, maybe that mulligan was a little greedy. We had a lot of 1-mana cyclers. We would have found a white source. So, and it looks like here we're going to have to cycle the Drannith Healer. There's our second white, or our second mana source. So we do have access to Divine Arrow and Pacifism. Okay, now we can try to get the Marmoset out here. We don't have any cyclers, which is unfortunate, again, with the greedy mulligan. We do have 3 removal spells and Zenith Flare, though, so I imagine we're going to be fine. Okay, Crystal. Another land. We're getting for 2 and pass the turn. Like, we have to run into some cyclers eventually. We just have too many of them. Pyroceratops, okay. I think we're going to go ahead and Fiery Prophecy that, putting the Divine Arrow on the bottom. Snare Tactician does not have cycling. So let's play the Tactician. We'll get in. And then if we need to tap something down next turn, we have the Drannith Stinger to cycle. If not, we can just cast it and hopefully draw into more cyclers and go that route. The Almighty Brushwag. It is almighty. Okay. There's 4 mana to pump it. Okay. So I think we can afford to play the Stinger. Then we can cycle this, tap down the Brushwag, get in for 6. Okay. Cycle the Shredded Sails. Tap down the Brushwag. Gonna kill the Marmoset here. Capture Sphere, okay. Well, that was gonna happen regardless, so not like we really had a whole lot going there. We did draw another Marmoset, which is okay. It's not great. Would have preferred to get another cycling card, but what are you going to do? Okay, so they're going to pump and attack. We're not going to block. Okay. So they get an extra 1 point of damage that way. We're going to go ahead and pacifism. We'll play the Marmoset. Get in for 2. Like we have 16 cycling spells in our deck. We've drawn 3 of them. So we have 13 left out of 26 cards. So we have a decent chance of being able to draw into that. Okay, Fertilid. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cycle the second Stinger. Into a Raking Claws. Just go ahead and cycle that. Now I'm actually going to cast the Go for Blood. I'm going to have this one fight here. I imagine they activate, get a land out of it. Okay. And then short of a removal spell or something like that, we attack, get in, and next turn we have Zenith Flare to finish them off. And that's game. All right. Let's make a quick change, just real quick. I think I'm going to take out the Divine Arrow for one of these other cyclers. Now, let's play another one. Let's see how that goes. Played out pretty well. Yeah, in the past I haven't really prioritized as many cyclers because the payoffs are pretty good. So I've can't get away from just taking the payoffs. So trying to get away from that. It does help whenever a lot of the payoffs like Draenus Stinger, Draenus Healer, even the Adventurer, they all have cycling. So it kind of gives you the ability to take payoffs that are also single mana cyclers. Oh, okay, playing against Jaruda. This will be interesting. So we'll go ahead and play a Stinger. Try to get the ball rolling here. Too bad this is not cycle or discard, because then Cathartic Reunion would be really nice. Otherwise, I think we're just going to cycle Draenus Healer next turn. Okay, give Death Touch. Yep. Cycle the healer. Let's go ahead and cast Cathartic Reunion. Get rid of this. We'll get rid of the Vulpikeet. Okay. So our opponent just plays a land. Not sure if this is correct, but I'm going to go ahead and Pacifism the Boot Nipper. We're definitely the aggressive deck because if turn 6 hits, they play Jaruda, and we just, you know, our aggression kind of halts at that point. Subdual. Well, let's go ahead and cycle. We can at least get in 1 damage. That's unfortunate. It's not really something that I expected. Well, there's startling development. We would have liked to have gotten a hold of that. Okay, so let's play Reflection. Let's go ahead and cycle. So we'll in turn. I definitely want to hold up a cycler for next turn to activate this. We do have the Broodmoth that I really hope they don't hit, but we'll see. Okay. So they gust to win that. We go ahead and Pacifism again. We cycle. Okay, getting the Tactician's nice. So let's play that. Let's get the Tactician out. If they have a land, yes, they can play Jaruda this turn. That could be very bad for us. Oh god, they got our Moth. Jeez. Okay, let's see what we can pull together. Well, let's hold this back now. Just get in for 7. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Okay. So they're at 2. My turn, okay. Well, there's a cycler. So let's cycle. Tap down Jaruda. Make that a creature. Play tap down the Broodmoth. Let's go to combat. Go to blockers. Okay. Okay. I was going to say, I think if they target the tactician and then block the other way, they survive. Into another game. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the Reptilian Reflection. I think that's a really, really cool, way to go about it. Really cool payoff for the deck. We'll keep this. It's also really odd playing like a 13 land deck, just because we've become so accustomed to like you play 17, maybe 16, depending on the format, and that's just it. It's like a hard fast rule. This is what it is. Don't deviate. Let's go ahead. Let's just cycle this Vantrosaur. Okay, we got a Stinger. We got a Marmoset. Let's go ahead and play the Stinger. We'll pass the turn. Would like to get a third land to get the Marmoset or the Reflection down. That would be nice. So now let's cycle Go for Blood. There's our land. We'll go ahead and attack. Pass the turn. The next turn, depending on what we draw, we go Marmoset or Reflection. Okay. So this is non-combat damage. Okay, so if we draw a land, we probably go with Reflection just because we can, go ahead. Let's go ahead and pacifism that thing. Okay. Get in for 2. I guess I didn't have to pacifism this. It is non-combat damage that pumps it, so. Okay. A Thundermane and a Cycler. Alright. Get that. Get the Lava Serpent. So now they deal 2 to our Stinger. Yeah, Thundermane would have been nice to pick up, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and get a Marmoset out here. Fourth land would be nice because we can get the Broodmoth down, or we can play Reflection and Cycle. This actually isn't too bad of a combo too. Like, you cycle, pay, and pump the Caprador. Okay, there's a land. See, so this is a 4/4 Vigilance. I think we'll just go ahead and get the Broodmoth out here. And then we'll just pass the turn. I imagine Broodmoth is going to be something that they try to kill immediately if possible. Just sets me up much better in the late game. Yeah. So see, what is this? See, if we're thinking rares, it's like Dirgebat. Otherwise, there were a couple Blood Curdles that went around. Not to mention, banishing Blade Banish and all. Well, Blade Banish doesn't hit this, but could have been a pacifism. Could be some sort of red removal spell. the rumble actually. So I was gonna say, like, basically if you attack with anything, I can make this a flyer and then just pump it and it'll just be insane. So let's attack. See what happens. We have 2 1-mana cyclers. Okay, we're just gonna let the damage go through. And then we're gonna play another Marmoset. And we'll pass the turn. See, Bushmeat Poacher lets you gain life. Okay, resolve. They're going to try to kill a Marmoset or the Broodmoth. Okay, resolve. It's definitely weird that they're trying to kill the Marmoset and not the Broodmoth. Like, that's really strange. So let's see, this is past blockers. I don't think they have anything. So we're going to go like this. Okay. There's a Tactician. That's a nice one. Second Tactician's really nice. So this is 13. Wait. 11. Okay, counted wrong. So we can kind of just rinse, repeat, play next turn, play Tactician, play, or cycle Go for Blood. Okay. They're going to try to kill the Moth this turn. It's definitely something they probably should have done the first go around, but okay. Kill the Moth. They go to 12. I don't imagine they can attack. Let's see. So there's a land. We cycle Go for Blood. We're going to tap down the 2 creatures. So 8, 9, 10. So still not enough. We're getting close though. Okay. Kill the Marmoset. Probably would have killed the flying one. Okay. So play Reptilian Reflection. Type Thundermane. Tap the Poacher. Go ahead, get that. Let's see. Mutate Necropanther under this actually lets us get back the other Marmoset. Okay. Game number 3. In the bag. Okay, on to game number 4. Fox. Just a single name. It's like Share. Now here we go. Here's another single mana one, and I just... Okay, yep, like this much better. We'll put back the charge. Or wait, do I want to keep... Maybe I'll put back the Bloodfell Caves. No, we'll put back the charge. I want to be able to cast the Reflection on 3. Evolving Wilds. A Swamp. Okay, let's go ahead and get our Stinger out. This card's actually making some waves in Pauper. There's like a cycling storm deck, and it's pretty cool. There's an article on CFB. Brian DeMars, I believe, is the person who wrote the article, so head over and check it out. It's pretty cool. Let's play the Reflection. Let's stack. If they want to block, that's fine. Next turn we can play the Stinger and cycle, so that's okay. Bastion of Remembrance. That's a card I would like to have the opportunity to try out. Haven't really had a chance to. Wait a minute, is that... No, Artifact. I was going to say, that's enchantment. Maybe we use that. Take action. Okay, we got our Zenith Lair. Let's get in. Pass turn. Again, Zenith Lair definitely gives us like some late game punch too. Because that gives us the ability, you know, if we get them down to a low enough life total that it matches the number of cyclers in our graveyard, boom, like we just burn them out. Get a cycler, activate the Reflection, attack with both. No blocks. That's interesting. Pass the turn. So we're at 3. Oh, it's on here. So we're at 3. Okay, that's interesting. They can bring back Boot Nipper. Okay. Do they just get it permanently? Yeah. So see, we may end up having to actually just kill that. Let's see what they do. Okay. we'll pass the turn. We're going to hold the land to cast Cathartic Union next turn. First, let's cycle. Maybe. There we go. Sure. I will decline. And now we're going to pacifism this thing. And we'll pass the turn. So we're at 5 on Zenith Flare. Didn't really want to kill this because then I just get to get a 1 mana version back and kill something if I have something later. So, okay. Obosh is a thing. We may actually have to use this to kill Obosh. So, let's see here. Memory leak. Let's decline. Let's just keep the train rolling. Actually, I want to get a blocker out. Just in case. So we'll pass the turn. See what they do. Okay. So we take 6. Night Squad Commando. So let's play this. Okay. So whenever a creature dies, let's play the Tactician. So if we can go 1 mana cycler into 1 mana cycler, like we're pretty good. I'm gonna block here. So 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Block here. Okay, we're going to leave this up, mainly because this is going to gain us 7 life. We can kill a creature this way. So we'll pass the turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill this. We go to 17. Shit. Should have done that after combat, that's for sure. So we take 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez. Wow, that's rough. Offspring's Revenge is actually pretty good right now. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. Wow. Okay. Did not expect that once the Revenge came down. Did not see that coming that way. That's kind of that was a better performance of that card than I had seen in the past. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. We'll keep this. We'll put back the Volpkite. Let's see. Try to find a red source. Should have waited. Yeah. Oh well. Pass the turn. So we play this, get our Stinger out. We'll pass the turn. Okay, I definitely want to go ahead and get rid of this egg. If they let me, anyway. Wow, okay. Sure. That's a weird one. Pass the turn. Okay. Yeah, it's just super weird. So let's cycle this. Got our Tactician, that's nice. We also have Divine Arrow for next turn, so let's get rid of the Raking Claws. So we can block and Divine Arrow. Pass turn. Resolve, okay. Is that a menace? Oh man. That was definitely a misplay on my part. These both have menace? Jeez. Yeah, that was a pun. Okay, Cloud Piercer. So let's see. I imagine we're just dead. Wow, this is a beating. Okay, so they both have menace. So let's pacifism here. Wait, is this any target? Well, let's hope they don't see that. No attacks. I think they see it. Did we step in the trap? Yep, we did. Oh boy. Our hopes of an undefeated run are slipping away. Well, they've already slipped away, but oh boy. That's rough. Well, you got a mulligan this, I imagine. Playing against Karuga. Yeah, we're just going to spend the first couple turns cycling, it looks like. So, let's put back this Bloodfell Caves. Best turn. Let's definitely play that. And pass. Let's go ahead and cycle that. Pacifism. Stinger. Let's go ahead and play the Stinger. Don't think I'm going to block if they attack. Don't really want to give them a card, but I think it's more important to keep my Stinger. Okay, we'll pacifism that next turn. Oh boy, this is rough. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pacifism the Great Horn. We'll cycle the coordinated charge. Attack for 2. Pass the turn. Gonna play Karuga here. Frostlinks, okay. Let's go ahead and cycle the Raking Claws, try to find a second white source. I should have done the 1 mana cycler because then we could cast the Broodmoth if we found it. actually going to cycle away this Go for Blood and the Vulpikeet. The Divine Arrow gives us removal spell for Karuga. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's a blowout. Wow. Jeez. Pass the turn. Let's see, pest blockers. Let's try to get rid of this Frost Lynx. And let's try to Divine Arrow the Karuga. More counter spells? Maybe not. Well, that's kind of nice. Migration Path, okay. Well, Zenith Flares for 6, so that's kind of nice. We'll pass the turn. Okay. You have a crustacean. Or crustacean. And we will take 1. Okay. God, we seriously need another white source. There we go. Let's try to play the Broodmoth. We got a counter spell here. Nice. So now we at least have something on the board. Next turn we could mutate on and bring back something, so that's kind of nice. Hopefully we bring back probably a Stinger. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got a flyer. We'll block. So let's go ahead and mutate. Bring back a Stinger. Let's go ahead and cycle. I think next turn we're going to Zenith Flare this Pterodon. I'm going to start getting in with the Luminous Broodmoth. Okay, let's cycle the Stinger, cycle the Vantrosaur. Actually, Let's just play this marmoset. Maybe. There we go. No attacks. Okay. Let's see here. Honestly, not too far off of just killing our opponent. Let's just go ahead and pass the turn and attempt to in-step kill this. Um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. Resolve. I actually think if they attack with that, I'm going to chump with the prickly marmoset. So this attempt to Zenith Flare the Pterodon. Get in for 3. Pass the turn. Farfinder, okay. Farfinder's nice. I like that card. I imagine they've definitely got to try to start getting in. We're gonna get this marmoset up in the air. So now if we chain a couple cycling cards together, we've got it wrapped up, and we didn't. Of course we didn't. Attack with these two. Pass the turn. So we have C6, 7, 8, 9 of our 13 lands. So there are 4 lands left in our 12 card deck. Frostlinks, okay. So they have to tap down 1 and remove another. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, well, we can go ahead and block here. It makes another flyer. Okay. So we have vanquished the Karuga. On to the next game. Playing against Tarmogoyf. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll keep this. I always find it interesting whenever we find people with like single word names. Which one is this one? Sultai one? Okay. Pass turn. We got a 2-drop. Cycling Sandworm. You know what? We'll join you. Let's cycle Vantrosaur. Play the Stinger. Farfinder, okay. Okay, well, none of these are single mana cyclers, so let's try to find a land. Well, we did. Get in for 2. This also lets us cast Necropanther if we really want to. I think we're most likely to just cast the Marmoset here. So let's do that. No attacks. So next turn we can cycle something plus Divine Arrow. Cycle Migration Path. Cycle Sandworm. Okay. So now we can actually we'll mutate here. Gets back our Stinger, and we'll pass the turn. So see what our opponent's got going on. Wow. Okay, so you get back a Sandworm. Jeez. Oh boy. I think we're just gonna cast the Lava Serpent then. That's something. Oh boy. And we just hope. Wow. Cannot be blocked. Okay, so let's just have Death Touch. Let's just do this. Man, that's kind of brutal. Corpse turn, they get it back. Oh god. Can they just do it again? Oh, this is disgusting. We really need a Tactician. Our opponent's tech's really sweet though. I gotta say, like it's pretty cool. Thought it was. Okay. So we can play this. I have 2 cyclers or Divine Arrow up. So let's pass the turn. So let's see, realistically, how do we get out of this? Pass the blockers. Let's get this one. Wait, that one is Death Touch. So let's get this one. Block. Want to attempt to Divine Arrow. Okay. So we'll let that resolve. We'll just pass the turn. And if they attack like this again, then we may have to block and double cycle. Brushwag, okay. Jeez, man. So Nethroi, unbeatable, can confirm. Wow, this is insane. So let's see. I don't think there's any way we can actually win here. Wait, not that one. Jeez, this is insane. Then they play this, getting rid of one of the stingers, right? So we play the Broodmoth, we pass. I don't think we can survive the attack. So let's see. Pest blockers. Here. 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 It can pump. That's game. Man, our opponent's deck was sick. That's some really cool stuff. Yep, Nethroi, Apex of Death, I believe. Yeah, that card's just ridiculous. No winning after that thing came down. Wow. Kind of blown away. Well, hope you guys had a good time. Again, check out goblintraders.net. All your Magic purchases, use DTP5 at checkout to get 5% off said Magic purchases. Check out Destroy Target Permanent, the podcast, found on iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify. Drop us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.